Hi everybody, this is Tonia T, founder of Weight Loss Mindset, and I have another fast and easy recipe for you today. Today I am making stuffed shells with marinara sauce, so stick with me. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my shell, which is pre-made. I am semi-homemade, by the way, which is pre-made. I actually got this from Aldi's. Really good prices there at Aldi's. And okay, and here is the stuffed shells I'm talking about. They're very yummy. And if you look on the back here, this is how we determine our calories. See, it says 170 calories for 2 shells, but guess what? You don't have to eat 2 shells, and by the time we put this whole thing together, it ends up being so much food. I usually add a salad to the side, and that gives me much more to eat. If you're just starting off in your diet venture, then you probably will get more calories than what I would get, being that I've lost all of my weight, or actually I've lost all of my weight. So you would get more calories than me to start, and you could do 2 shells, or I could even do 2 shells. I just have to take from something else later, you know, but I have found that 1 shell is very filling, especially when you add a salad to it. And next thing I'm going to use is this spaghetti sauce. The reason I use this brand, which they have several different kinds, you can get them with mushrooms and so forth, but the reason that I use this brand is, look at this calorie content on here, and it's also very cheap. People worry that it's so expensive to buy things that are diet, but honestly a lot of times it's cheaper. I add some seasonings and stuff to it to give it a little more flavor, but it's still really yummy. And 60 calories for a half a cup. That's great for spaghetti sauce. Again, cheap. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my pan with my cooking spray, my 0 calorie cooking spray. Not oil, not butter. Oil and butter, they have lots of calories. Next, I'm going to turn my skillet on here, put it on about medium heat, and I'm going to put in my veggies to start cooking. We've got 1/4 cup of green peppers. And let me see, the stuffed shell I determined was 85 calories for 1. And then the sauce is 60 calories for half of a cup. The green pepper is only 9 calories for 1/4 cup. The onion is 20 calories for 1/4 cup. And I'm going to let these start to cook a little bit. Now, I do seasonings to taste just because, you know, it's different for everybody what people like. I like a lot more probably garlic than some people like. Or seasoned salt. I like seasoned salt in my spaghetti sauce. I like garlic powder. I like cilantro. My favorite is cilantro. Finding cilantro right now, though, that's another difficulty. But I'm going to take about a palmful of a seasoned salt and put on. And this already has quite a bit of garlic. I think I like a little bit more. See, just a little, however much is good for you. And play with it a little bit, see what you like. And you might like other seasonings. I really recommend getting a bunch of seasonings and working with them, cooking with them, and I'll do a segment on how to put seasonings together, what goes together, you know, in certain dishes, things like that. We'll do another video on that later. But I'm going to let this cook up a little bit, and I put my seasonings in at this time because it's good for them to cook up with the peppers and the onions there. It brings the flavor out. Mushrooms here pretty soon. The mushrooms end up being, I like a lot of mushrooms. I use the whole can. This is a little itty bitty can. It's 1.5 servings, so it's about 3/4 cup there. If you look, The calories are 20 calories for a half a cup, so 30 calories for the whole can because it's 1.5 servings per can. So you can see how to calculate that. Once all put together, this stuffed shell with all the sauce and veggies on it ends up being 204 calories. That's wonderful. Let them cook for just a little bit. You can see them starting to soften up just a little already. Smells delicious. I'm going to go ahead and add my mushrooms in. Let them start the process here. Get every last one. There we go. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. This is where we get all the bulk. We get all the bulk in our food from the fruits and the vegetables. And in this case, the vegetables. Gotta get everything touching the pan so it's cooking. This one little shell ends up being tons. Oh, it really smells good in here. Who says you can't eat Italian on a diet? Or who's dieting, huh? Look at what we're eating. I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I feel like I'm just eating right. Spread them all out so everything's touching the pan and getting done. And they'll cook a little bit more in the microwave too, because I'm going to put the sauce on over my shell. I'm going to put the veggies over my shell. I'm going to put it back in the microwave for just a couple minutes. And then it will be done. This is a quick and easy, light recipe. How about that? It literally takes less than 10 minutes to make like this. You can tell when this is done, when you get a little bit of brown on your mushrooms and your onions get a little opaque, meaning that they get like a little bit translucent, a little clear looking look to them. They're not as white anymore. Okay, I think we're ready to get this ready for the microwave, huh? I'm going to take every bit of these vegetables and add them to this. It's going to be so good. And then I'm going to take my sauce and I'm going to add it to it too. Be careful, don't get this on the burner. Look at all that sauce. That is a half a cup, one serving of the spaghetti sauce. Alright, now we're going to put it back in the microwave for just a couple of minutes. Just long enough to get the sauce hot. And keep an eye on that. If the sauce starts to get to where it's boiling, it's done. Okay? You don't want to overdo it. Some microwaves are powerful enough that you can just start with the frozen shell, put your stuff all together, then put it in the microwave. And that works real good too. Go ahead and clean up while we're waiting. And we'll be ready to put our plate together, and that's going to be gorgeous. I suggest eating on a pretty plate. It just makes you feel like you're really having a really elegant meal. Makes you feel good about your meal. And that's another tip for your healthy eating plan here, and to help you eat right, is to eat on pretty plates. Don't try to fill the entire plate either. And if you have a problem with that you feel like you have to fill the entire plate, eat on a smaller plate. Oh, it's sizzling. It must be done. Look at that, y'all. Woo, that's beautiful. Oh, and it smells delicious. Okay, let's plate this up now. Yum. Look at all that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Look how big. Now this is a regular big plate that you would normally eat off of. And look at how full this plate is. Oh gosh, that's a lot of food. You may not even need a salad with that. It's just gorgeous. Let me bring it up close. Ah, can you see the steam? Can you smell it? It's beautiful. And let me tell you, it tastes delicious. All right, that's it for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.